Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a really wet week here in Florida. We've had a ton of rain. It's rained pretty much every day. It's been a welcome change compared to the weeks of heat and no rain that we've had recently. I know my gardens definitely appreciated all the water. So in today's video, I'll be working in my backyard fruit and vegetable garden area. I'm gonna start by harvesting the rest of my carrots that I grew from seed, and then I'm gonna plant some watermelon, cantaloupe, and zucchini plants. So let's head to my backyard and get started. So here we are in my backyard. My fruit and vegetable garden area is over here just to the right of my back patio. You can see I've got a bunch of pineapple plants in this space. These pineapples were all propagated from pineapple tops. You can actually see this one over here is fruiting. Check out that little baby pineapple. I'm so excited to pick it later this summer. In front of my pineapples, I've got my multicolored carnival carrots that I grew from seed. And then over here, I've also got some San Marzano tomatoes that I also started from seed. These tomato plants have been so productive. I've gotten a ton of tomatoes from them. You can see there's more growing in, and in the next few days I should be able to harvest some more tomatoes. Also tucked over here on my patio, I've got my broccoli plants. They're not looking great, but they're still going for it. They're recovering from all the heat we just had. I'm honestly surprised they haven't bolted yet. I'm still hoping for a broccoli harvest sometime this season, but that's probably wishful thinking. So coming back to my carrots, these carrots have been in the ground for months. I planted them back in late September. I did my first harvest in March and I was really happy with what I pulled. I've also pulled a few for snacking over the last several weeks, but today I'm going to harvest the remaining carrots so I can make room for my zucchini and melon plants. So let's get to pulling. Check out all these carrots. I'm so happy with how they look. I love all the vibrant colors and all the shapes and sizes. There really is nothing like homegrown carrots. I'll also mention that the seed packet from when I planted these carrots said to expect smaller, more gourmet baby carrots, which is exactly what I've got here, so I'm really happy with this outcome. When it comes to storing these carrots, I remove the green tops because the green tops suck the moisture from the carrots. I then wrap the carrots in paper towels and put them in Ziploc bags. You'll notice I didn't wash the carrots before storing. Washing them tends to speed up the spoiling process. Lastly, I put the bagged carrots in the crisper drawer in my refrigerator. These carrots should last about 3 to 4 weeks when stored like this. Alright, so now that my carrots are pulled and stored, let's move on to planting my zucchini and melon plants. Starting off with my zucchini plant, I picked up this Easy Pick Gold variety from my local garden center. Zucchinis need full sun. They like at least 6 hours of sun per day. These plants also get pretty wide. They need about 4 feet of space. And once planted, it should only take about a month before I'll be able to harvest my first zucchini. Looking at my cantaloupe plant next, this is the Heirloom Hale's Best Jumbo variety. It also likes full sun and needs at least 6 hours of sun per day. This plant will get massive. The vines will grow to be about 4 feet by 4 feet, and once planted, it should take about 85 days for the plant to mature and produce cantaloupes. Lastly, this is my icebox watermelon plant. It's an heirloom sugar baby variety. The melons are smaller at about 7 to 8 inches in diameter. This plant also likes full sun. It needs 6 or more hours of sun per day. Similar to the cantaloupe, this plant will get massive and vine out to about 5 feet by 5 feet, and once planted, it should take about 78 days for the plant to mature and produce watermelons. Overall, I'm really happy to add these plants to my garden. I've never grown zucchinis, cantaloupes, or watermelons before. I've been doing a ton of research on how to grow these plants, and I'm really excited about trying them out in my summer garden. All of these plants should do really well in Florida's hot summer months, but it'll be important to keep an eye out for powdery mildew as the humidity ramps up. I'll be sure to check the leaves of the plants regularly and spray them with neem oil at the first sign of any symptoms. So looking at my garden bed area, this bed is about 14 feet long and 3 feet wide. I'm going to plant the zucchini toward the middle in this space between these two pineapple plants, and then I'll plant the watermelon and cantaloupe in the front section of the bed. The vines will grow in and pretty much cover this entire bed, as well as spill out onto my concrete paver walkway. Once planted, these plants should really take off and really start filling in this bed over the next few weeks or so. As far as planting, I'm going to plant all 3 plants on hills. I started by really breaking up all the soil in the spots I'm going to plant my plants. I then mounded up fresh garden soil about 5 or 6 inches in all 3 planting areas. After digging holes for my plants, I amended each planting hole with some Espoma organic garden tone fertilizer. I then tucked all the plants into their new homes and mulched the mounds with pine bark mini nuggets to help retain the soil moisture. And lastly, I watered everything in thoroughly. So this was a really simple planting project today. As far as water goes, all of these plants need a lot of water. Luckily, Florida's rainy season just started, so they'll get plenty of it. I'll definitely supplement these plants with daily watering if needed, and I might even run some drip irrigation lines to this bed if I find that I'm having to hand water more than expected. And then as far as fertilization goes, I'll make sure to fertilize all these plants with my Espoma organic garden tone fertilizer once a month during the growing season. I'll be sure to link this garden tone fertilizer in the video description for reference. So I'm really excited to try out these 3 plants in my summer garden. The growth over the next few weeks should be explosive. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can follow along in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.